Hello, welcome back to Dale's Vintage World. Today I've got one of my history book reviews where I take some history books and review them for you. It's as simple as that. Today I have 3 books to share with you, all of which I was kindly sent by the publisher, which is Pen and Sword. So thank you, Pen and Sword, for hashtag gifting them to me. It's very kind of you. I did request all of them. Anyway, shall I stop whittering on and get on with it? If you want to get your hands on any of these, they'll be linked in the description bar below. So just click on that link and it'll take you to the book depository where you can check it out further and purchase them if you want to. So let's get straight into it. The first book that I was kindly sent after I requested it was History of Terror, Bloody Mary, Tudor Terror, 1553 to 1558 by Phil, is it Carradine? So I requested this, of course, because it's a book on the Tudor period. Any book on the Tudor period, I'm all over. Now, this book is about Mary, Mary I, Bloody Mary, as she's known, and it is certainly about that name, Bloody Mary. So, Mary I, daughter of Henry VIII and Catherine of Aragon, it is a little kind of like a biography. It's a slim biography on her life, but it pays particular attention to how she got her name Bloody Mary. It is about the fact that she burnt nearly 300 people at the stake. It is about her religious beliefs and the extreme lengths that she went to punish those that didn't believe in the Catholic faith. This book was rather interesting, actually. It's not a book that I suppose if I was in a bookshop I'd go, oh yeah, I really want to read that, but actually I wanted to step out of my comfort zone a little bit and to read more of like the gory stuff to do with the Tudor reigns, because the Tudors were absolutely shocking in regards to bloodshed. So yeah, I actually enjoyed this. So if you're after a book on the Tudors that's a little bit different, a little bit out of your comfort zone, that's puppy walked about, then you'll enjoy this. Can you say hello? Good boy. I don't know, can you see him? Hey. Good boy. The next book that I was kindly sent is Trailblazing Women of the Georgian Era, the 18th Century Struggle for Female Success in a Man's World by Mike Randell. I've read a book by Mike before and I really enjoyed it. This book is split into 4 parts. And each part takes a different kind of area of life, so to speak. So we have part 1, the arts and literature, and then we have a part on science, a part on business, and then last part is a part on reformers and educationalists. And within these parts, each chapter is on a certain woman. So for example, right at the beginning when we're talking about literature, we've got a little chapter on Fanny Burney, who was a diarist, a novelist, and of course she was at the court of the Georgians getting all the goss and all the scandal. And so those chapters are like mini little biographies on said women themselves, but obviously paying particular attention to why they're so famous and why they've become so famous regardless of being in a man's world. So that's what this book's about. I would recommend this to anyone who's kind of getting into perhaps history of the Georgian period and wants, to learn about biographies of women. You'll enjoy this because Mike has a fantastic writing style. And then finally, the last book that I have to share with you is Lady of the House, Elite 19th Century Women and Their Role in the English Country House by Charlotte Furness. A little bark. Did you hear that? Had a little bark then. This book I featured on Instagram and lots of you said, oh, I really like that. So this book is about 3 women. We have Mary, Harriet and Elizabeth. Now the Harriet in this, if you've watched this film The Duchess starring Keira Knightley, her daughter Harriet is the Harriet in this book. So it all comes together. So what we have here is essentially more biographies of women, but it's definitely a 2-in-1. So it's like 3 biographies of their life, but it's told through what they expect in their life. So their childhood and growing up and their education, getting married, providing an heir, providing a spare heir, establishing your home, etc., etc. Social life and upstanding and all those types of things. What life is like for a woman of means and this class in this period, if that makes sense, being told through the perspective of these 3 women. The evidence that is used is a lot of primary source evidence in the sources of letters, either to or from or about these Three Said Women, and it was actually really, really good. I actually rather enjoyed it. It's kind of like a 2-in-1 book because, as I said, it is like biographies on these 3 women, but it's also a social history book on women's history. So if you like social history or women's history, you'll like this. I would say it's very Downton Abbey-ish. If you like Downton Abbey, you'll like this. And I love Downton Abbey. So there we are, that is it. Those are 3 history books to share with you. Hopefully one of these at least has caught your eye. Yeah, talk to me in the comment section down below if any of these you've read before or is now on your wishes. I'd love to chat to you. And I shall see you soon for my next video. Bye!